here at the Adawehi Institute. We're having our semi-annual, or I guess I should say quarterly, clothing sale. You're welcome to come on out this week. It'll be gone by the weekend, but if you wear your mask, you can come on out and do some shopping with us. Some gently used clothing at ridiculously low prices. We're also trying to get you ready for our meditation tomorrow. I've got a little exercise. In fact, since I don't have a training partner, I'm going to take off this mask and maybe you can hear me a little clearer. We're going to be talking tomorrow about the energy of release. So I thought I'd get you ready with a little exercise today. When you meditate on it tomorrow, keep this in mind. Maybe do the exercise before or after you meditate. Release is a very useful energy. We don't grasp it much in our real life because we have several things working against us. Number one, the situation around us begins to seem real. You start thinking, oh, I saw this terrible thing on the news today. I hope it's not true. Now I'm invested in this reality. The news is the truth. I'm no longer believing that I will create whether this is a happy day for me or not. I'm believing that the news will create it. I'm invested in this bad reality, and now I want to do something about it. And I can't do anything about it, so I'll just obsess about it. My mind will race on it, my emotions will churn on it, and I'm totally putting all of my focus into this outside reality. Eventually, if I've got some good friends, somebody will come along and they'll be like, dude, just let it go. And I say, but I don't know how to let it go. Well, that's the problem. Release involves three things, and we're going to talk about them. Number one is you have to realize that you're invested in an outside reality. For instance, let me take this chair here. If I start thinking that this outside reality, this thing that happened in the news, is going to determine whether I'm happy or not, and I want to do something about it, now I'm leaning into that reality. I'm fully invested in doing something about this reality. As you can see, if you were to yank this chair away, I would fall flat on my face. I'm not standing in my own space here. I'm fully invested in this thing in front of me. It's holding half my weight. That's pretty much what we do with situations. We get so invested in the situation in front of us, and we try to cheat by leaning into it, putting more effort into it, thinking about it, feeling about it, constantly focused on it, that we're not holding our own weight anymore. Our energy is not going down through us and creating this pillar of energetic support that allows who we are to reach for the heavens. Instead, we're this bent over thing, putting all of our energy into the topic in front of us. And if that topic doesn't go right, it's like somebody yanked this chair out from under me. I fall flat on my face. So we need to do something about that. Number two, well, everything I see about the reality now becomes evidence. See, it's happening. See, I told you this was going to be a bad thing. Look at what's happening. That's evidence. All of our focus goes outward. I'm not looking at my ability to create my own happiness. I'm not looking inward. I'm looking outward at the thing that I think I now have to dominate or control in order to get happiness, satisfaction, power, flow, whatever. So we need to turn our vision so that it's not going outward, but going inward again. We need to recenter ourselves and balance in our own space instead of leaning into the situation in front of us. And finally, we need to get some energy flowing again. We've kind of frozen up because there's this thing in front of us and we're so invested in it that we're not breathing and letting the energy flow through us. Release involves those three things. You have to look inward. We've got four things there. Let's do that. Three things. Look inward. You also have to regain your balance, and you have to get your energy flowing again. There's a very simple way to do that, and it just so happens to be a self-defense technique. How do you like that? It's a kick. It's very simple. You're going to pick your front foot up and just throw it out there. You want to hit with the side of your foot and you're going to aim for the person's knee. If somebody's charging at you, trying to tackle you, just a quick kick to the knee, stops it. It's a great, great thing to have in your self-defense tool bag. Just that quick up and out and back down. Your leg comes up, it goes out, it goes back down. Up, out, back down. Up, out, back down. Hitting with the side of your foot, not your toes, not your heel. Side of the foot and back down. Don't kick very high. You don't have to reach any higher than your own knee. Up, out, back down. That gets the energy flowing. Nothing like throwing energy down through your limbs to stimulate that flow. So there's number one, we've got our energy flowing again. Number two, when I do this, it forces me to rebalance myself. I can't possibly be leaning into the situation and do this kick. I have to take my weight back and center it on my own groundedness, kick, and put it back down. Every time I do that, I'm forcing myself to recenter and balance myself. I'm stimulating the flow of energy down through me, anchoring me, getting the energy flowing into my life from above. Bam! And here's the kicker. You can do this with your eyes closed. It's a little scary at first. If you have balance issues, you might want to hold on to a chair while you're doing it. But hopefully, after a while, you move the chair away and turn your attention inward by closing your eyes. It shuts out all the evidence that you, see that and that and that. Of course, this is bad. I must do something about this current reality. No, you don't. You just have to be you. You have to get recentered in your ability to create your own world. You can make yourself happy. You can provide your own flow. You can provide your own power and creativity. You don't have to get it from the outside world. But the longer you look at that outside evidence, the more you'll think, yeah, I do. I have to make this situation work or I won't have any of those things. So don't look. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, kick, put it back down. Every time you do, you're forcing yourself to balance, you're stimulating flow, and you're turning your vision inward. You're looking at who you are, not what's going on. Very, very simple thing. Kick with your eyes closed. Do it about 10 times on each side. And see if you don't feel that you've released something. Try it on something really hard. Pick a subject like, my taxes, or that phone call I've got to make to my brother. I've got to talk about my dad's estate, and it's going to be difficult, and I'm so attached. Well, if you know it, hold that image inside of you, close your eyes, and do a few kicks. Maybe just 5 or 6, and then stop and think, okay, I can create my own reality here. This can be an easy conversation because I'm an easygoing guy. It doesn't have to be about whether I can lean into the situation and force it to go a certain way. It lets you take your momentum and your balance back into your own space. It gets you to stop looking at the evidence and start looking at who you are. And it stimulates the flow going down through you. Those 3 things are the vital core pieces of release. If you think that stuff's cool, you should come to Trinity.